All right, we're back. Week 4, Roll 'em Racing Series. Got RC Grove with me. What's up, RC?
Not a whole lot. We had a wonderfully wild one here.
Yes, we did.
We're in the beautiful town of Lincoln, Alabama. Don't know what's beautiful about it. Just middle of a cornfield out in the middle of Talladega County.
Actually, have you ever been there?
I have not.
I have been there. I have a buddy of mine I used to work with that lives just south of the backstretch. So when they do the flyover, the jets fly straight over his house. And we went on a trip once down to Florida or somewhere, Gulf Shores, and I swung over and seen him, and we drove around the outside of the track, and it's not bad. It's not bad, but yeah, Lincoln, Alabama, Interstate 20 through there. Talladega, actually, the town is a little farther south. Even it's quite a ways away from the actual racetrack. I guess Lincoln Super Speedway didn't sound as good as Talladega Super Speedway.
Well, it was actually Alabama International Motor Speedway up until I don't know. I want to say it was like the 76, 77.
Yep.
And prior to it opening in 69, it was actually an Air Force base.
Nice. Well, we are in the Craftsman trucks here. We had Nate Barr sit fast time. He ruled a number 4, so he took the 4th position. Let me get my screens to work here.
That's him in the 13 right there.
You know what? We don't have no sound, so I got to do something real quick.
Oh, you don't have sound?
Well, I'm going to make a real quick adjustment right here. I'm going to go right here, and everybody's going to watch me do this because you know what? I need to make me a little check sheet so I do this shit right. And
yeah, there you go.
I just didn't do it. Now I'm really screwing it up right now. So
fucking wonderful. Way to go.
Yeah, this is that's par for this. That's par for this place, I would say. What do you think? Because this seems to be the case with this this track.
Well, this is Talladega. It's not a matter of if the big one happens, it's when.
Very true.
It's all about the screw up and seeing just how big that screw up's going to get. We had a few of them that got pretty damn big today, or for this race.
Yep, we're going green flag right there.
All right.
Real quick, myself qualified 2nd, so I still have no sound here, and this is starting to piss me off. So we're not going to miss anything for a lap or two. Digital output, there's the problem because they put multiple ones. USB audio. Woo! I hear race cars now.
There you go. Nate Barr was one of 4 cars that finished 6 laps down.
In this event here?
Yep.
Yeah, that just shows what's going to happen here.
Oh, yeah.
Let me get rid of this space bar because it's our first time. We've never done this before.
Yeah.
It looks, oh, shit. It looks like our first time. There we go. Now we're rocking it. So Nate Barr was fast time. He went outside front row. He went pole. He went back to 4th. I qualified 2nd. I went into the on the pole. Kevin Goodall moved up to start 2nd, and Jeff Fiven started 3rd. They had a good push there on the outside line to get us going here, as you see, as we're running down the backstretch here. Let's check out.
We're already getting some 3 wide action. We're only 4 laps into this.
Yeah, we're getting some pretty good action get started here pretty quick. We can check out this camera view for us here. Looking back on the cars.
That's a good view. I like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had 2 very shaky lines. Kind of reminds me of
what did you say in the race? You called it something.
They look like those the Chinese dragon puppets that you see during Lunar New Year.
Ah, yes, where all the people get inside of them and dance around.
Yeah.
Yep, I know what you're talking about. Exactly. So we had pretty, looked like we were going to have a nice green flag run here as we're working, what are we working, lap 3 of 40, scheduled 40. Spoiler alert, we go 44 laps here. This race was very interesting. It looked okay here, but the shit show's getting ready to start, I guess is the best way to say it.
I think a few of the drivers forgot to download the talent DLC in this one.
Yeah. We we got a nice run to the outside there.
There's Kevin and Nathan pushing up.
Yep.
Nathan just hangs him out to dry.
Here comes Jack. Yep, in the
Jack looks like he wants to take it 3 wide, but Nate closed the door on him.
Yeah, Jack, I think there's a problem between the 29 and the 19. Not just there's 10 numbers separating the two, but I just don't think the 19 likes to be anywhere near or behind the 29.
Yeah.
Which I don't understand why, because Kevin is an outstanding plate racer.
Is Kevin's grill, is that a blacked out Ford logo, or is it just my camera?
It is. It is a blacked out Ford logo. You know what? I painted that, and I don't know why it's black. Well, mine is too.
Yeah, I kind of like that, though.
Yeah.
It's a good touch.
So here we can see we got Jack once again. As soon as he had the first opportunity to dump Kevin and leave him hanging out to dry, he took it.
Oh, yeah.
You see there at the back, we got a blinker. That's Rick DeBrosi. He's just hanging out back there. He had connections issue. There, the orange and green is our points leader, Dylan Brandon. He decides to jump on the outside line.
Yeah. But you know what? Rick is just having fun, and I can appreciate it.
Yeah, he is.
Well, I hope he's having fun at least.
Spoiler alert. Pay attention. Bonehead move coming.
Yep, there it is.
Go.
That's wreck number 1 of the day.
That's the lap. That is myself. That is second place in points, taking himself out on the nose of first place in points.
Yeah, only because...
And now, if everybody was to watch this, the dummy driving this truck, boom, right there, downshifts. Instead of shifts into third, he shifts into first, and I blow my motor. So luckily, I'm able to coast back. We had 1 fast repair in this race, and I used it on lap 5 because I'm an idiot.
Well done. That was extremely well played. We call that a pro gamer move.
Yeah, that is how this race goes. In a nutshell. Let's we're not going to spend a whole lot of time. Just miscommunication at the front. I went up, and hindsight, lap 5, I should have not went up, and I caused wreck.
Yeah.
End. That's that simple. So we're going to jump forward next lap.
All right.
Oh, there's me going out. Let's see if we can catch the leader now. Or
which I think is still Nate at this point.
We'll go exciting. Caution laps are counting, so we'll go next lap again. We are going green again.
Yeah, and there we are. It looks like... God, I'm having some major lag on my screen here.
Yeah, I'm calling the internet company tomorrow because I'm not too thrilled with it. Let's take a look at this new shot we got set up here. We get him racing down the backstretch on lap 9 of 44. Getting back up to speed here. What a nice shot that was.
That is gorgeous.
We got Greg Deese out front.
Yes, it is. And Greg Deese led a good number of laps in this one, I believe.
He did.
Before,
Greg Deese, yep, trouble found him. I don't think there was a guy out here that did not find trouble.
I would have to agree.
The safest racer there was. You won't even be able to see him right now because he's way behind everybody. But that's Rick DeBrosi back there, playing it safe. He made it about, well, I'll save that for the end. I'll save it for the end and show you guys where Rick's perfect race goes to shit. What are we on? Lap 10 right now. What we got here? We got the good old boys hooked up on the outside. Kevin's pushing Corey with Jack shoving Greg and Nate behind Jack there. 13 truck, I'm curious to know what his wheel settings were or whatnot. He was a little wobble going on some.
Yeah.
Don't know why.
He seemed a bit all over the place, but to be fair, for the start of this race, everybody seemed a little
all
over the place. He never really corrected down the line or stretch.
Yeah, everybody's all. I mean, there you go. We're trying to run a straight line going into turn 1 there, and we're doing the wiggles. So not Not anything of his doing. I told RC that from what I thought it was maybe his wheel settings were had a lot of slack in it. Is kind of what it looked like, but
yeah, and I know mine has a dead zone, but I've learned to play with that dead zone, and
yeah,
he might be running G29 on the base settings and just not be used to it or something.
Yeah, well, and one of the other things with these cut trucks, it doesn't matter. You can watch the pro races and they still wiggle wobble all around as well.
Oh, I know.
But here we go. Just trying to ride at the front. I'm trying to think back through the old memory bank of what happens here next to cause an accident. And I'm not really sure, but
don't remember, but there was a lot of them coming. So
we're gonna find out. We know that. Who are we following? Yeah. Are we on most exciting?
We appear to be on. Are we on the leader?
Yeah, we're on Greg D's 26.
Right. Well, was the leader. I think he just got passed by Jack there on the stretch.
Yep. You don't notice there, but that. Go ahead and check out that truck inside row 5.
What's that? That's Jeff Ivan?
Negative. That is you. No? Inside row 5. That is you.
Oh, row 5.
Not rocking that Mike and Ike's paint anymore.
Yep, I fixed my paint scheme while I was or after the race because I realized I had saved it as a custom number and I shouldn't have been.
Let's get a good look at that paint job. There you go.
Yeah, the only one in kind of a muted color in this case.
Yeah, I'll tell you, your micro that's those colors has got like 8 or 10 people running it, so it's not too terrible.
Well, alrighty then.
Oh shit!
There's wreck number 2.
Oh my goodness!
Do you see me get down under G2 there? I barely.
We gotta go back and see what starts all this. I don't remember.
The 13 comes up and takes D's up into Jack.
It looks like he got, whether intentional, not intentional. Obviously, this was not intentional. It's
just that back bumper just got hooked on the front of the 13.
Right there, he kind of is just to the inside of him, and there it goes.
And immediately takes out Jack. There's Jeff Ivan linking through there.
Yeah, we're gonna watch a little bit of this one because I did watch this. What am I looking for? Come on, where's it at? Gearbox. Rewind. It was pretty. We're riding out, looking out the back of your truck, RC.
All right. Yeah.
And
here's me diving because I see it coming.
Bang!
I barely touched the G2 going through, and then I watched him get nailed by the 13 car coming across right as I got out of the way.
Boom! Right there.
Yeah, bang!
He got a shot. Let's take a look at Jack, and his 19 is all tore up here. Again, we might be able to... Ooh, let's take a look at this. Oop, wrong one. This view.
Jack kind of took, or Jack was just in an unfortunate position.
Look at this. They're wrecking right at us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I mean, that should win us an Emmy right there. What do you think about that?
Jack just goes right through the camera position. I love that.
That was spectacular. So we had some spectacular wrecks in this.
We need to see if we can get a camera down. Do you remember when they used to put a camera like in the pavement?
The gopher cam, they called it, or whatever?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We might have to get the gopher cam going again.
Yeah. Oh, there you see it. Look at Nate Bars. The 13 is all tore up on the front.
I'm lagging like crazy right now. I'm seeing just blurs and it's freezing on me. So
yeah, well, it's showing Nate taking his broke truck to pit road, followed by Jack's broke truck, and hopefully my connection will straighten out here in just a minute. I'm trying to find my mouse at the moment so I can change the screen. So this is typical.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna call the internet company tomorrow and get this fixed.
There's the 99 is Sean Patchen, the Kodak. Was that Chevrolet? He's in a Silverado?
Yes, he is. He is in a Silverado.
I don't think there were a lot of Silverados on the field this time around. I think it was mostly Toyota and Ford.
Yeah, I remember his truck looks like the hood's crinkled up on it because of the paint job on it.
Yeah.
Get another look at that. See, he's got that black line up on the hood. You probably can't see it from the blurriness, but got a little bit of a black shadowy line on it, which
right where the hood meets the front corner, and just kind of I'd give you that. It does look like it's dinged up, but I think he's clean at that point. Apart from
he's clean. I think whoever painted that truck actually probably just missed it on the template. Oh, we got Greg Deese out here rolling around with some front end damage.
Yeah, and that slowed him down for pretty much the remainder of the race. He was still fast, but he wasn't the fast one.
Here he comes in. Gonna go get that fast repair and get that damage fixed. So let's go ahead and look for my mouse again.
Right. So he must have got more damage later on.
There's my mouse. Who's the leader?
Jeff Ivan, I believe. Yeah, because Jeff Ivan, Sean Patton, and me were the ones that stayed out on that one.
Yes, so we're going to go ahead and go next lap.
But
let's see where we got.
Jeff Ivan in that Jessica Rabbit paint scheme.
Yes, very, yeah. We'll just leave it at, yeah. Let's see.
Yo,
I'm out to the outside. Got, see, Jeff Ivan. Sean Patchen, RC Grove.
We all kept the inside line, and the people that pitted came and all lined up out.
Yes, I was blown away by that. I came out of the pit, and I looked, and you guys were all in a line on the bottom. I was just thought, okay, I'm going to the outside front row. So, it worked out for me.
To be fair, I'm still a little iffy running the front of a draft pack.
Yep.
Especially because I know if I'm taking it on the last lap, there's a good chance that I get hung out or hooked by somebody that's wanting that spot over me.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think that there's a hooking coming up.
Yeah, there's a reason I don't like doing plate racing all that much.
Yeah, see, I love it. But I'm very aggressive at it, and I really enjoy it. I like to get down there and side draft, but one of the things that I'll tell you here is we restart on lap 17. We got 28 to go at this point. Greg Deese behind me. We get a good jump.
Oh, yeah.
And Greg gets up there. Kevin's coming. Nate Barr. I don't know. I think that Greg and I will go down to the bottom here in 3 and 4. Not to leave Kevin out, just
I can't remember when you do, but I remember you two jumping down to the low line. You had just enough room for the both of you to squeeze in front of Jeff. There it is.
Yeah, there it was right there. And I believe I remember there's an accident getting ready to come up here. It's going to be the 99 or 26. We're getting a little bit racy, and I'm watching out the mirror, and actually we'll get you a nice view of what, not that view, this view.
Your box can't. No.
Right here. This view of what I'm watching out the back, at least out the mirror, because just the dancing around, and I've already used my fast repair at this point, and I did not want to be, even though I'm leading, I didn't feel safe up there. I wanted to be at the back, so I had Greg behind me. We got Jeff Ivan, Kevin Goodall, and Nate Barr trying to get the top lane going. Everybody else single file on the bottom.
Why do you think I was running middle to back of the pack for most of the race?
Yeah, no, exactly. That's, well, had I not made a stupid bonehead move on lap 5, I think I might have still had my fast repair, and I don't know. It's not always safe at the front.
Who needs your primary gearbox?
And you see Kevin doing a great job of pushing Jeff Ivan out there.
Oh, yeah.
The only problem is you can only do that for about 3 or 4 laps, and your truck got so hot.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't have any issue with heat. I don't seem to ever have issues with heat, but I think a lot of other drivers are just running a lot more tape than I am.
Yeah, well,
because I'm running whatever the default. Ooh. There's Jeff Ivan up into the wall.
Yeah, I remember Kevin did say he got into the back of him and sent him up the hill a little bit right there. And yeah,
but he was very apologetic for that one.
No doubt.
He didn't mean to, and he did call his fault on that.
Jeff Ivan was probably trying to grab his wing controls and adjust his top wing, or turn his spoiler down to go faster. We'll say that. Yeah. I think the tape settings were fixed with this fixed setup.
Right.
I think the thing is it's more like for me, as what I'm gonna say is I'm an aggressive plate racer. I'll
Right.
put my truck, and you know there at the end on the last lap coming
Oh
up,
yeah.
when Dylan decided to make his move. Oh, right there, Sean jumped up off the bottom.
Yep.
That was what it was. Sean did own up to that and said, "Hey, I caused that." He wanted EOL. It's plate racing. That was
Yeah.
that was a good shot of that right there.
I think if it was a shorter track like Charlotte, that might have been probably an EOL, but
Yeah, it looks like he turns
this is Talladega, baby.
looks like he just goes up, gets
Yeah.
loose, and then it just goes up. And
I think he just kind of squirted up. He really had nowhere to go because that hole closed behind him.
yeah.
I think that was me on the inside, and the second he went up the track, I kind of closed that hole.
Let's see here.
Because I thought he had seen a gap and moved. No, I'm 2 cars behind him, ain't I?
No, you're right behind him, but
Nope,
he just
me.
gets a little wiggle wobble going and goes up, and it brings him right back.
Did you see how cleanly I got out of that at speed, though? I think I barely kissed the 99. Look at this.
Ooh,
He goes
man,
across.
Jack.
I'm clear. I'm clear. There's a little love tap to the 99. That's it.
If you look here, this is where I decided I wanted no part of it, and I am going to end up down on the. I go down to the apron. I was dropping down to let everybody go by, and all that happened. So I maintained the lead.
Yeah, I was stuck in the pack. I had nowhere to go. Jack got real lucky there because
he had a little wall tap. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and see. I got some scratches on my front bumper because I like to use the hell out of it. Let's go T2 right here.
Ain't nothing wrong with using a little bit of the extra bumper.
No, but I think that's why we overheat our trucks, is because we don't just try to push or ride around like with a 2 or 3 foot gap. I'm gonna put my bumper on your back bumper. I'm gonna shove until the thing's blinking red, and then figure out how to cool it off.
And that's why I was sitting there running cool while the rest of y'all were running super hot.
Yes.
Because I don't think I touched a back bumper more than once or twice that entire race.
All right, here we go. Restart on lap 23. Why do I have the friggin' thing up there again? Because I'm messing with the wrong things. Let me get rid of that.
Yep.
There, it's gone. Again, first time ever doing this, guys. Is what it seems like. Our producer over here, director, or whoever, the button pusher, me, is not doing worth a shit. Nate Barr shot out of a cannon right there, which is going to leave him in a little bit of a troublesome spot because, well, Jeff Ivan's the most exciting, but that's not the case. We're going to Dylan Brannon because Dylan and I were teamed up, and let's get a good look out the back of Dylan's truck so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. There's a nice look inside my engine compartment because I am shoving the hell out of him down the backstretch.
No kidding. Jesus.
So,
oh, hey, there's a front bumper.
Yeah. Got a little paint rubbed off of it. But again, he gets that gap, and I get right back to him.
Oh. Rubbing may, in fact, be racing.
Yes, it is.
I think rubbing is greater than or equal to racing, if I remember correctly.
I believe we're going to go to this cam right here. Nope, this camera right here. Get us blasting through. Catch us coming off 2. Racing down the backstretch at 188, 87 miles an hour. All in the mail around this place.
Uh-huh.
Can't really see anything there with the wall in the way. To see the sheer size of the track here, we'll go ahead and we'll ride a lap right here. Oh, Nate Barr closing in on the back.
Yeah, all 2.66 miles of it. You can't even see the other half of the track as they're coming around.
No, I went high there for some reason, and I don't know why. I don't remember why. Oh, I know. Yep, and then here comes my nephew, other nephew, Corey. And Jack, once again, look, he was behind Kevin, and what he decided to do? Go 3 wide.
Yeah, shove around him instead of working with him.
And then the good old boys are hooked up, and they got a huge run. So, wow, we got close right there.
But I'm going to say this again. I'm a race car driver, not a therapist. So.
Yeah. I mean, there, and then Jack got up behind me there. I was yelling, I want to go to the back. I want to go to the back.
Yeah.
I wanted to get to the back of the pack and just ride.
Yep.
So we'll be working lap 27 right now. Just completed lap 26. On lap 27.
And we are running, what are we running here? Is that... Yeah, that's Team Goodall up in the high line, pushing each other.
Yep, with Jack behind the 29 now. We'll see how long that stays for.
Yep.
Corey leading the way in his second ever SRA Roll-'em Racing Series race, getting pushed by his brother.
Yeah, he's doing good running up there in front.
Yeah, he's fast. I mean, he's set down pretty good. He's qualified very good in his first 2 races. For just getting on the sim, like literally probably two weeks ago now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good for him.
Some people take to it easier than others. So.
Yeah, you're running there inside of row 4, 4th car in line on the inside.
Yeah, right behind Deese, I believe.
Yep, following Greg and
Dylan and what is that? Is that Nate Barr in the second row?
Nate Barr in the 13 inside row 2. Yep, second car inside. Oh, here comes some dummy going 3 wide. I won't tell you it's me because it's me. Nope, I tucked back in behind G2.
I think you thought you had a better run than you did there.
Yeah, well, I'm guilty of saying I'm going to ride around at the back, but I just can't. I get bored.
You get back there and you hate it, so you want to be up front again.
There you go. There's a nice push to the back of Kevin's bumper.
Oh, yeah. Look at that push up to the front.
Yeah, Corey dropped down, took the lead over, and then there, once again, there goes Jack.
Well, I remember this because this was Kevin telling, because I believe Kevin and Corey both went down to the bottom line briefly. And Kevin come back up. He said, come back up, and Corey stayed down.
Uh-huh. I believe there was an F word.
And everybody hung Jack out right there.
Yeah, I believe there was an F word involved from one brother to another.
Yeah.
Get the F up here.
Something like that.
Because the more seasoned iRacer would be Kevin, and Kevin's the middle of 3 brothers. Corey's the oldest, and middle brother had no problem telling older brother, get the F down here.
You know what?
We got a spinner.
Where? Oh, yeah, there it is. Dylan Brannon. That was the one where he got kind of pushed by. Was that Nate Barr again?
Yeah, it looked like. I believe that from way Dylan. I remember Dylan describing that accident. That he kind of, the air kind of put him up the track, and when he tried to come and like maintain down and hold the bottom line, it just turned him.
That's unfortunate.
So
what happened though? These trucks are a little bit squirrely with their aero, just because you know they're trucks.
Yeah, no damage to them.
Yeah.
So,
but fuck it, come in, get some gas and some fresh tires maybe, and come back out.
We had to pit this time because we shortened we only put 80% of the fuel in these trucks that they would hold, so we tried to make it a fuel strategy race. Unfortunately, we had I think 6 cautions for 18 laps, so we ran almost half the race under caution.
I do appreciate the crew chief settings saying that the fuel window is between laps 14 and 34.
Yeah, quite a window there. Quite a window. 14 and 34. That's 20 laps at 2.66 miles. Yep, that's a lot. That's a humongous window.
Well, these stock cars have a tremendous, fuel capacity for.
Ooh, Greg got little wrinkles on the left rear there.
Yeah, I think he got tagged. Yeah. That was the damage that if you know, it's a little bent on the that rear wing as well.
Yep, I tried to tell him that it looked good because from when I was near him, it did look good. It didn't look too good right there. It looks like somebody might have fed him a line of bullshit. That'd have been me.
It did. It did kind of mess with him a little bit. I could tell his aero was messed up enough that he was just a hair slower.
Going back green on lap 31. Showing 14 to go at this point. We got the Goodall boys on the front row. Nate Barr and Greg Deese, row 2. R.C. Grove and Sean Patchen in row 3. Jeff Ivan and Jack LaFleur in row 4.
I spent most of that race running with Sean Patchen. And he's honestly a pretty good driver and really upstanding. I kind of liked running with him. Oh, and I see a total of 3 Chevys in the field.
Alrighty, 3 of them. Here's a look at R.C. Grove's multi light blue, and what do you call that other color? Raspberry?
Raspberry.
Getting back up to speed here, going through 160s, 170s, 180s, getting up to our max speed about 188 in the draft down the backstretch, sailing off into turn number 3.
Max speed of 188. As you mentioned it, I think in the start of the race yesterday, it feels like we're dragging parachutes.
Yes, that was qualifying at like 168 miles an hour. It was just brutal.
I kept thinking in my head I needed to unhook. I was thinking in my head that we needed to unhook the plows.
Yes, because that was definitely the case.
Mm-hmm.
So we're down to 12 to go here. We got the Goodall boys 1 and 2. Nate Barr running position 3. RC, you're in 4th. Jack.
Yep.
And Jeff Ivan round out the top 5. And Greg D, Sean Patchen. Let's see. We got Dylan and myself are trying to make our way through. Notice we haven't said there. Hey, there he was for just a second at the back, the 9 truck. Rick DeBrosi. He's still hanging tough with that perfect race going.
Yep. And there was the Goodall boys got into each other and got a little wide.
There's Jack giving a shot to the back of Kevin.
Quite
a shot to the back of Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin slid up the track and just lost a little bit of speed. And Jack said, you're going to go fast whether you like it or not.
Yeah. Oh.
And there goes Jeff Ivan across the nose of, is that Corey?
Yeah, it was Corey. And I think he said someone came down across my nose. I remember that being said on the radio. So let me hit the pause button real quick, and let's just go ahead and go to this. Let's go to this view right here and see what happens. We got Greg Deese to the outside of Jeff Ivan. And, Jeff Ivan
just
goes
turns himself.
left.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, so Jeff Ivan just wrecked himself essentially on that one.
Yep, that is that. So that was about all to that one here. We're going to go ahead and zoom through. We're going to go next lap. And this is the choose. Let's go to this camera. We can see the choose here because we went 1 to green. Got Kevin on the inside and on inside row 1. Jack is lined up, took the outside. Nate Barr inside, Sean Patchen outside. RC, you took the inside. Greg Deese to your outside. Corey was behind you, and then Dylan.
Yeah. This was the oddball one where we actually stacked up in running order up through the top 8, I believe.
Yeah, one of these coming up, everybody, there was like 3 cars took the inside, and everybody else lined up on the outside, including myself. I was one of them towards the back on the outside when... If we would have thought it out a little bit better, if we would have lined up on the inside, we could have at least tried to pass on the outside. That kind of jinxed us all the way around right there, but not jinxed us, but it's just kind of, you can tell we weren't using our heads very well on that restart, but it was good. Look how fast they're pacing now. Get around here, guess it's going green. Go to this nice camera view right here. Who we are riding along with? Corey.
We're still riding along Corey back there in 7th.
Jump up here to Kevin because I know that there's some excitement getting ready to happen up here.
Oh yeah, this is the exciting run of the race.
We are down to 9 to go, working lap 36 of 44. Should have been 4 to go at this point.
Yep.
But we have a green light checker. Kevin with a humongous jump right there, but the back thing, Jack was sleeping. I mean.
We know that's going to come back to bite him on that.
Yes, that's not a good thing on these tracks.
Yeah.
Because Sean's getting up to the back of Jack's bumper. And
Yep, there's Nate Barr there in 3rd. Well, pushing, battling for 2nd. And looks like Sean and Jack get a decent run off of that turn. They're pushing up to the front.
Let's check out this other cam I forgot I set up. Who are we riding with? We're riding with Kevin. Let's go with Nate Barr for this shot. Helmet cam. Nope.
Oh no, that is not a helmet cam.
There we. Nope.
That's an over the shoulder cam.
Well, I guess I didn't save that. I'd lost my. Well, there's a cockpit view, but I ruined that, so never mind. I set you guys up for some excitement, and then I didn't deliver. Story of my life.
You set us up for failure is what you did.
Yes, I did. Look, I'm gonna just go.
We're getting a little squirrely on that inside row.
Let's go ride gyro here, 3 wide. I know that from my standpoint, I gotta go. I'm not gonna win it from where I'm at. So
so we're running 3 wide. This is where I got a little bit of pucker factor because I found out that you took it 3 wide.
Yeah, but I keep it up on the wall.
Yeah, and I know how to hold my line most of the time, so I wasn't too terribly worried.
Yeah,
I got a little pin. That second line of Jack and Nate kind of pinched us on the bottom.
Get back up here on Kevin because we are coming around lap 39, 2 to go. It's getting ready to get exciting. It's getting ready to get exciting.
We're coming down into 1 again. There's the 13 kind of creeping up, and there it was. I think the 13 took it wide and then hooked Kevin.
Kevin is junked. Let's rewind that. Let's go to this camera view, see if we got another good shot here. Oh, we do. We're getting an Emmy. Look at that. We got the crash sliding by. It's just absolute carnage.
Look at how much of the field that took.
Yeah, a lot of them. I was caught up in that. Let's see if we can go through the thing here.
I buy that. Yeah, there's you. You got, well, actually, you got run up the wall, didn't you?
Yeah, I climbed the wall a little bit. Let me get my camera set up here to see where's Far Chase. There it is. Here's a little bit more of a view. Again, we're on 2 to go. And yeah, 13 comes up, gets into the left rear of Jack. I drive through and ride the wall just a touch right there.
Yep. And I think I got through clean, and Greg Deese got through that clean because this is the one where we were curious as to who was leading that.
And Dylan was clean. Oh. I got sound on.
Yeah, I was about to say, I just got in-car audio on that one.
Yep, that was the only time we'll have that. I not gonna lie, I blew past everybody right here because I had to fix my truck. Because my bumpers kind of tore up. Dylan made it through unscathed. Jack was junk. Hey, Rick DeBrosi, there he is. Look at that truck, still nice and clean.
Yes, indeed. That was the one that took it. Took Kevin. He was out after that. Took Jack in the 19. Took Nate. And Corey in the 20. So it took both Goodalls, Jack and Nate. So basically the front runners were gone. And that put me and a damaged Greg Deese up at the front going into the green-white checkered.
The green-white checkered, that's right. All right, so let's just go ahead and go through, let's recap the cars here. Let me get to a better camera view. There's my car. I'm getting my damage fixed. There's Dylan. He's clean.
Yep.
There's Rick DeBrosi. He's clean.
He's clean. I like that flame job he has on that thing.
There's Nate Barr, and he's done. That truck's not going nowhere.
Yep, that one ended his night.
Jack is done.
Yep.
Corey is done.
Yep. And
Jeff Ivan is done.
No, Jeff was not done. He came back out.
He did.
He came back out, but he finished the race 1 down.
Yes, that's right. Greg Deese still with the left rear damage a little bit. Probably could have went in and got that fixed, but stayed on the track. His choice. Kevin is done.
Yep.
RC Grove rolling out there with fairly
Number
unscathed.
2, and I think I had a little bit of damage on the outside wall or of my truck. I think like the right rear had a little bit of a ding to it, but that was about it.
Right rear looks good.
Well, that's right front, but
Right, yeah, no, your truck's clean.
no, I am clean. How about that?
Let's see, we're on the 38.
Yeah.
Greg was getting fixed along with myself, and Sean Patchen is looking pretty okay. So, I'm repaired. No, I'm going around again to come back in. Here I go again using the damn... There, it's such a habit to use that on there. Come back in and get her fixed up. And we're going to roll them around here and get ready for the green-white checker. Where are we going?
How did you end up back up? No, yeah, how did you end up back up behind me? Is what I'm trying to figure out.
Remember how I said I really liked a road race?
Yeah.
Or restrictor plate race?
Yeah, you're super aggressive.
Yes, sir. There's only one way to get there.
Yeah.
Make your path.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you learned that the hard way.
Yeah, you cleared the clutter pretty quick. I was surprised that, all of a sudden I had you behind me because I knew you'd hit twice.
Yeah. Well, here we are. We're going on our green-white checker. Coming through here. Got Greg Deese leading them down.
Yeah, with, was it me on the outside?
Shit. Come on. There we go. Yes. You on the outside.
Yeah, Sean's going to take that inside, but Greg is going to pull up in front of me, and we'll get that run.
Let me rewind it so you see how it happened. Green flag comes out, and I go. Rick DeBrosi doesn't really go. I go.
Yeah, you just kind of climb the,
Green lights are on, I'm on the gas.
That's fair.
He left a spot, so I took it. And that's how we ended up like that. And then, Dylan's giving you a push, so I'm getting your guys' draft coming up behind you. Mm-hmm. Rick's hanging tough back there. Yeah, there's Jeff Ivan back there.
Yeah, and here's where I'm going to get by Greg on this one, just because, that damage is obvious. And, Dylan's just going to follow me through and into 3, giving us that good push and lead.
Yeah, and he's going to get absolutely bumper slammed right here by myself because...
Is that what brought him up the track?
No, I just give him a shot and I think you guys separate and I'm pushing him right there. I'm pushing him, he's pushing you. Yeah, maybe it is. He goes up the track and
and you followed me and left him out.
I followed you. Yeah, because he's the points leader and I'm second. I needed to win this race.
And that's the white flag, and we're coming around.
And this is where your race is fixing to end, and I'm the guilty party.
And I come out, and I'm running a little high, but...
And I hooked you.
Yeah, I did creep up a little bit, I'll give you that, but...
Yeah,
not enough to really open that bottom lane.
No, it was super close, but I thought about that last night, and so as soon as that happened, I went up and tried to side draft Dylan.
Right.
And then here we're coming down to the start-finish line, and I make another stupid move. I move up to block Dylan. He makes a great move to the inside, and I door slam him right there. There goes Rick DeBrosi's perfect race. It ended right there, and there's our finish. We're gonna do some analyzation right here because this is the one we're gonna analyze. Let me stop this right here, and let's go to this lovely camera angle I set up. It might be too far away because I'm gonna tell you I was way too not impatient. I mean, I was very impatient is actually what it comes down to.
Well, it's plate racing. It happens.
Yeah, here's the thing. So and we'll talk perspective here. From my perspective, I have a humongous run on you. I feel like. Again, I feel like it. Let me slow it down. We'll watch it slow motion here. Because everything that I thought that I experienced or what made me led me to the decisions that I made on the racetrack right here, I felt like they were the wrong decisions when I watched the replay. And maybe that's how real life drivers are. So I thought I got to run last lap
Yeah, see,
backstretch.
I did creep up a little bit. I wasn't intentionally blocking you, but there was some creepage.
Right. That's where I thought, okay, he's coming up. I'm going to do the cut under. And again, yellow line's out of bounds.
Yeah.
And
There
I
just
get right
wasn't
here, and I
quite.
didn't want to go behind it. So, I mean, technically I could have made.
There's
There was enough room for a truck. There wasn't enough room for a piece of paper between them, but there was enough room. And
Yeah.
I think when I went to stay up on the yellow line,
Yeah.
I overcorrected to the right.
And I corrected my creep and came back down onto you a little bit, I think.
And it sent you. And it was obviously the last thing I wanted to do was spin you on the last lap on the backstretch. Because had I pushed you down the straightaway right here, I mean, I don't know. It ended up being a fantastic finish at the line anyway.
Right.
But Dylan, if I'm hooked up to your bumper pushing you and he's out there, we're leaving him at least through 3. Coming through 4, I don't know what would have happened there, but
there wasn't really anybody behind us for a couple of seconds on there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
like,
here's where I go up and I go up and
you going up and get that side.
I go up to stop him, and it will go back to real time, and it does. It slows him down enough right there, and here comes the other guys with the draft. Sean coming up. Greg just doesn't give me the shot right there, but I mean it pushes me out enough, and I'm thinking, okay, I see Dylan. And you
overshot that block.
And we're lucky that right there, we're very lucky that this bump did not this one, but this one right here didn't send him Dale Earnhardt style into the wall.
Right.
But let's go take a look real quick at 2 things. Let's go back and watch you. Not that you want to relive it, but let's see what the impact was.
Well, for me, it wasn't that bad because I think I corrected it enough that I just kind of barely scraped the wall here. Oh, no, I hit a little harder than I thought.
Yeah.
But I got back up to speed and got going again. I didn't feel like I'd hit the wall that hard, and I got back up to speed, so.
And here's Rick DeBrosi. Look at him. He's finally getting in there racing, pushing on the back bumper of Greg Deese. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happens here.
G2 just gets down into him, takes him.
Rick beat him across the line. That truck was absolutely mint until right there.
Yep.
And it went out in fashion. And there's our winner. We'll go ahead and do the picture real quick.
All right.
Dylan Brandon right there. He has won 3 out of the 4 races this year. I think he's now up to a 9-point lead over myself. Actually, we don't need to guess at the point standings. I can just say what they are. They are, yes, Dylan has 209. I'm at 200. Greg Deese is at 190. Jonathan Meek was a no-show for this event at 185. RC, you're sitting at 184 in 5th.
Yeah, and that would have been higher.
Yes, it would have, but somebody in the one truck, a.k.a. me, just
that
kind of ruined that for you. But I don't know. I felt terrible for it. It's
that 7th place finish keeps me tied for 5th with Kevin Goodall.
Yeah.
Because the week prior I was tied with Greg Deese.
Oh, RC's like, I'm gonna hit somebody for that. Just kills our leader.
Yeah.
Here comes.
I just obliterated him.
And here comes G2. Oh, that's what you get when you win the race.
Yeah.
You get hammered.
Dylan, I think, said something along the lines of he's glad he wore the brown pants on that one because I apparently scared the absolute crap out of him.
Yeah, I can see that. Margin of victory, it shows was 0.3, but I don't know that that's actually accurate. I mean, here, we don't need to guess about it. We can just look at the results page.
Yes, we can.
No, it was 0.059 and 0.0. So, I mean, we had 4 cars cross the line within a 10th, at a 10th apart. Sean was, just a tick over a 10th. But there you see Jeff Ivan, was 1 lap down. So, Dylan won. I got second. Greg Deese got third. Sean got fourth. Rick DeBrosi was fifth. G2 was Gregory Robinson the second, got sixth. RC Grove limped his broke truck in seventh after I dumped him on the last lap. Jeff Ivan was
fine.
eighth.
It happens.
Yeah, Kevin Goodall ended up with ninth. Jack was 10th. Nate Barr was 11th. And 12th went to Corey. They were all 6 laps down with that wreck with 2 to go in the original race. So all good. Everybody was pretty equal as far as we can take a look at the incident points here. I had 10x myself. Dylan,
I was surprised.
Had 6. Rick DeBrosi, he got 4, and those 4 that he got were right there within 100 feet of the start-finish line. Nate Barr had 14, Jack 12, Corey 12, Jeff Ivan 10. So, I mean, safest driver of the whole race
was Rick DeBrosi, who
in the back,
who had a 0x up until the crossing the start-finish line.
And did you get involved in any wrecks at all?
I made contact in one of the earlier wrecks. That was the one where I just kind of kissed the side of, I think it was Kevin Goodall.
Uh-huh.
I didn't really get into him, but I did kind of, we love tapped as I was blowing through that wreck.
Gotcha. Well, because say Dylan didn't use a fast repair in his truck.
I didn't use mine either.
I went through mine.
I went through that entire race clean.
Let's just real quick to show how quickly it was. I didn't even partake in the whole fun after the race. Let me get back. We literally crossed the start-finish line right there, and we can see up in the top right corner, I start holding the brake, and I get the hell out of the truck and go to the replays.
Yeah.
Just to see what happened. Yeah. And that was to go right back.
To be fair, it was a bit of a shit show at points. I will not argue that. It was an absolute shit show.
Yeah.
But boy, was it fun.
It was fun. Nobody can't rule anybody as being the culprit of any accident more so than anybody else. Everybody was kind of swerving all over the place.
We were swerving, racing. We were rubbing, we were getting into it.
And the other thing we got to remember here also, RC, is we roll the dice and find out what we're racing literally 10 minutes before our server starts. And we get a little bit of practice, we qualify, and we go race. And we got guys that are road racers, we got dirt racers. So people that don't race this type of racing, they're out of their element, and they don't have a whole lot of time to figure it out. So it's not knocking anybody if they've caused more wrecks than the other guy or this or that. It's just it's part of the dice roll. You don't know what you're going to get.
Right.
So shit show it was. I had fun. I was irritated though at the same time. So I guess that's racing. I don't like to lose. And some assholes beat me 3 weeks now. Well, 2. I didn't race last week. But
well, I raced last week and I was a little up. I feel like I've been gypped a couple of times, but it happens. Sometimes you're just on the bad end of the luck.
Yeah, and
I don't know. We still got a few more road races, and I plan on giving Dylan a run for his money in those. And
I'm gonna wreck him.
Our paved or our last pave oval in the next gen. I've never driven the next gen, so I have no idea if they're any good. But
yeah, their Daytona is their possibility, or Charlotte.
Why do I didn't understand why we had two options for the remaining oval.
We put 5 cars up there. We did put 5 cars up there for just so you couldn't come down to the end where you know what car's on what track. So that's why we did it that way.
But we have so we got 2 so we got 2 options for the track, but we only have 1 option for the vehicle.
Yeah,
left.
we're only down to that's the last car on the big track group, and then after that it's just then we go on to small track cars road race cars and then dirt cars, which we've ran a road race, we've ran a dirt race, we've ran 2 now big track races. We have yet to hit the short tracks yet. So that'll be coming up. But that's Talladega. That was what were we? The Pawsome Playmates?
Was the Pawson Playmates. What was it? 106?
106. Talladega. Dylan Brandon was your winner. That's that. Next week, don't know where we'll be. Have to maybe tune in next week to see what happens.
Yeah.
And honestly, if somebody's watching this that's not part of our group on our Discord, leave a comment down there. Let us know if we suck. Tell us if we're doing okay. I mean, it's not going to hurt my feelings. So, RC, closing thoughts?
Damn.
Yeah. No shit. Half a lap, huh?
Yeah. Actually, we got to go with the full WWE Ron Simmons. Damn!
Don't know who that is, but I get it. So, well, till next time, we are out.
From Lincoln, Alabama. Good night.